Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a Jayce game. No, what's his name? Come on. I forgot his name. Jayce game. Jayce. Today we are doing a Jayce game. And Jayce is going to go top lane for us. He is up against a Jayce. And we have no junglers in this match, which is fine because we're just going to see what Jayce looks like and how he plays. So this is him. He has a big hammer and he can switch that hammer for a cannon. The Mercury hammer and the Mercury cannon. Wow, let's add some random names to things. Anyway, it is quite a useful champion, I think, because of his his ability to switch from range to melee. And oh, hang on, that was not the right one. So it is kind of nice to see that they do have some originality in them at Riot Games, and this is definitely a little bit more of an interesting choice than the last few champions we've seen, because several of the last champions have been very, very boring, and this one at least has some uniqueness to it, because the switch, we have seen that on Nidalee, but on Nidalee it's it's more of a flavor thing than it is here. Here it's more of a utility thing, so you actually get new things to play with. Anyway, a little bit of harassment going off between the two. Of course the enemy team has two skill shot champions, and that means that they are going to take our team is going to take a lot more damage than the enemy team. Starting off with the Doran's Blade here, which of course is not boots and potions, and therefore not the strongest opening you can start. And I don't know what the enemies have. They have the Varus has a Doran's Blade, and this guy has a Doran's Blade as well. So boots and potions on Sejanni, which is, as I said, the stronger opening. But yeah, Sejanni, because she's a melee champion, she cannot really farm without those boots and potions. And a lot of shots going off with that Mercury cannon. So I am assuming here that nobody, just like me, knows what the skills are, because I have no clue what the skills are. We're just going to follow him and we're going to see what the skills do. So first of all, he gains 40 movement speed for 1.5 seconds and ignores unit collision each time Transformers cast, which is the ultimate. It's not really an ultimate because you get it for free, and it is just a skill that's on your R. So it seemed that someone reconnected. Oh, that's on the enemy team. Ashe has reconnected. So it doesn't seem that they have anything useful out of that. What's this? Is that his skill? Oh yeah, that's this one. Never mind. I know what it is. I found it. So anyway, the first one, we are currently in cannon mode. So he currently has a ranged attack. So first of all, Shock Blast fires an orb of electricity that detonates upon hitting an enemy or reaching the end of its path, dealing 100 physical damage. So that's 1 in 2, so 50% ratio or something like that. Physical damage to all enemies in the area of the explosion, which is excellent. It's kind of like the Q from Cannon, but it has some AoE damage to it. Anyway, the innate ability, by the way, is just like, partly like Alistar has. He also has the movement collision, only he does damage around him, and this is a movement speed increase. So, to the skies is for when you equip the hammer. Yeah, I'm going to do these because he's switching all the time, of course. Oh, wow, we have a second health bar on there. And it's still not 5 hit points. They were going to make 5 hit points on wards, and that's no longer the case. But yeah, you do have a health bar on there now, or an energy bar, so that in the replay system, now when you have spectator mode on, you can actually see when it times out, because you can see that in spectator mode. Obviously this isn't spectator mode, so here I can just click on them and I see 146. So it's not a problem here, but it was a problem there. So it's good that they changed that. Hang on, what does he have? He currently has the cannon. So hypercharge gains a burst of energy, increasing attack speed to blah blah. So it's basically an attack speed boost for 3 attacks. And oh man, now it's the hammer again. I'm going to have to pause the game and then see what happens. Yeah, so I'm pausing the game here. We are in cannon mode. So first of all, this is yeah, if you already know what this is, just fast forward a little bit. Anyway, so this is the AoE damage, the attack speed increase for 3 attacks, and reduce damage of course, because otherwise it would be OP. And then deploys an acceleration gauge for 4 seconds, increasing the movement speed of all allies who pass through it by 30%. If shock blast fired through that's this one. If it's fired through the gate, missile speed and range will be increased, and its damage will be increased by 40%. So that's pretty nice. It's a nice combination, the Q and the E. Of course, the other thing is kind of the reverse of the shield, or the wall from Cartus, where it slows enemies, and here it boosts enemies. Of course, the missile speed and range will probably not be used a whole lot, because you're not going to spend 30 extra mana on just the one shot, and since it's 4 seconds and this has an 8-second cooldown, you're never going to get more out of that than just the one shot. But it can be useful if you want to. I don't know how much it increases by, but yeah, sure. Yeah, this one switches from hammer to cannon, so from range to melee, and you either get 5 armor and magic resist, or you and then your hammer attacks deal an additional 20 magic damage. Or if we go to the next stance, hang on, obviously I can't make him go to the other stance, but we will have to see. There we go. No, pause. I said pause. Man, it is paused. Okay, why is everything moving still? Anyway, in the hammer stance then. Yeah, your Q is to the skies, which is a gap closer, which deals a little bit of damage, and a slow, kind of like Jayce's leap strike. Lightning Field gains 6 mana per strike. Yeah, that's useful, I guess. It's not a whole lot though, but it's only level 1. Yeah. Wow, they really changed a lot about the GUI. Anyway, or the UI, I should say. Active creates an electric aura, dealing 100 magic damage over 4 seconds to nearby enemies, so 25 damage per second. That's not a whole lot, to be honest, and we've already seen it. It's not very far. As you can see, it's a very short range, so you need to be really close to them. Then the Thundering Blow deals 40 plus 36 plus 8% of the enemy's maximum health as magic damage and knocks them back a short distance. Okay, so it's kind of the vein, but you can only use it once every 14 seconds. So yeah, that's not going to be super useful. It's useful against Baron and Dragon, but it's just another little bit of damage. I think it's mainly going to come from this one, the leap strike, kind of the to the skies. He yells that every time he uses that. And I guess from the other stance, from the cannon stance, the cannon stance seems a little bit more powerful. But anyway, I don't know if there's a difference, by the way, in the attack damage between the two. So it transforms it into a Mercury Cannon, gaining new abilities and ranged attacks. The next attack in cannon stance reduces the enemy armor and magic resist by 10% for 5 seconds. So yeah, it's another damage increasing effect. So it seems he only has one slow, that's this one. Unless I missed something here. And he doesn't have anything else that's really spectacular. So far, not really impressed by the skills, but at least I'm really glad that we got something interesting to play with. And just because they didn't get it right the first time, it does mean that they're at least considering champions with new sorts of abilities. Oh, it's actually, yeah, the speed increase is pretty good. The range increase, yeah, that's I think also pretty good. Ah, well, it's already pretty long range, so we will have to see. So let's see if... no, I can't see how much it increases. Anyway, Sejani is back and we are going into this match because I didn't want to spoil the whole match by trying to figure out what the skills do. Because I haven't seen the champion spotlight yet. I haven't been home for the last 2 days, so that kind of explains that. And yeah, now that I have a Jayce game, I might as well look here what the skills do. Anyhow, yeah, the Jayce went back. He is going for boots, some health potions, and he already had a Doran's Blade, which was his starting item. And the minions are going to spot their enemies, and they are going to follow them around. And yeah, there they are. So retreating behind their own minions here, it's a little bit too far. You can just go to your own turret. It's not like the enemies are stronger than you are at this point. I mean, they haven't gotten any kills yet, I think at least. Let's see, Varus is 1 kill and Jayce has 1 assist. 24, 16 minions versus 12 and 6. So yeah, the enemies are pretty far ahead in the minion count, but it's not a real big number, it's a really big percentage. Anyhow, we are just going into kind of a ganking phase, I guess. Oh, this could very well work out because Varus is very low and his next attack does extra damage. And then if he switches to the range mode, yeah, I don't think that he can get away. Yeah, there we go. Getting a very easy kill because he could just make use of that damage while in hammer mode. So getting the slow off, getting the extra damage done with his skills, then switch and actually get the auto attacks and the Q, the shock blast off through the acceleration gate. Through the acceleration gate is not really a problem. I mean, it doesn't really do anything, it's just harder to dodge. So yeah, and of course it increases the range a little bit. So there's the electric field. You've seen that a number of times already. And yeah, nicely done by the enemy Jayce, I want to say. Yeah, Jayce. Oh man, another champion that talks with everything he does. Excellent. Man, don't insult each other. That's just don't.
An ally has been slain.
So anyhow, Jayce is up here just farming and not really caring about the enemies, to be honest. So yeah, it is. I did receive quite a number of Jayce games, but this was the first one I received, so that's the one I'm casting. Doesn't mean that's the only one I'm casting in the next few days. It does mean it's the first one. And if you, if I sent you an email, because several of the Jayce games didn't actually work for me, and if you received one of those emails where I tell you, well, my replay didn't work, do you have another, or can you check whether it works? Please check whether it works, and if it does work, please send it again, because then something has gone wrong with the replay in sending it. It happens sometimes, and yeah, I don't know. It's Oh, come on. He gets the heal off, but he said I have heal, and then he doesn't use it. Sejani noticed it as well. He did use it to save himself, but not to save Sejani. Sejani wouldn't have been saved anyway, but wow, these enemies are so... yeah, they have such stupid reactions to things. Instead of just killing the minions... oh yeah, well this was Cards' mistake, obviously. And he's not going to grab a kill. Anyway, yeah, it's... instead of just going for the minion advantage, getting the turret down, they go into the jungle to try to catch the Jayce who was going to recall. But that is not good. You shouldn't do that. So the leap strike going off. I'm going to call it leap strike because that's what it is. Another slow, and are they going to... wow, these reactions of this Sejani are so slow. It's really kind of sad, to be honest. And at least we're going to grab the kill there. 2-0, which is excellent. And yeah, we're going to transform back into hammer mode. I don't really know why you would do hammer mode, except for the 10 extra damage that you get from your ultimate. Yeah, let's call it ultimate. Because, yeah, well, the range seems to be a lot better. The Q is a lot better on the other one. Well, here the leap strike is useful, but it's not as useful as the Q on the other one, the charge bolt or whatever it is. It's a ranged attack. That's it, ranged skill shot. Oh, a nice dodge on that ultimate, because he ran the other way. And is he going to be able to do this? No, he's actually not able to do this. And yeah, this is the only reason I would say. The next attack deals an additional 60 magic damage. That would be my only reason to go for that. And he indeed goes for that because he jumps to the Varus and gets that 60 extra damage off. So I think they should increase the usefulness of the skills on the melee attacks. Then again, I only read them once. I've never played him. I guess the knockback can have some uses. But for the rest, I would prefer the range skills, because by the time you get in close enough to use your skills in melee range, you probably would have done the same amount of damage with just the basic attacks in ranged mode. So I don't know if I said that correctly, but I meant if you get in ranged while being melee. So I don't know if I said that, but you get the point, you get the point. I just think that the melee has, because of the range, has more usefulness. So yeah, we do get, or lose a turret. We do lose a turret. And one of the enemies is doing very well, and that is a volley bear. He is bearing some volley. And we are coming in from behind, doing a lot of damage with that skill shot. And yeah, that's about it. There's nobody to follow it up. And yeah, we are just going to go full in here, getting the knockback. And yeah, here you see the electric thing. It is not really far enough to well, to do anything. And oh, get out! Really close, and he is going to get out. Come on, Jayce, come on. Pick up something that actually either does damage or is really defensive. Very nicely played there on the Fiddlesticks part. That was an excellent job. He saw an opportunity. Yeah, perfect ult. That was indeed what it was. Very nicely done. And that is indeed what we like to see on Fiddlesticks. Well, Fiddlesticks not really that strong late game, but in this early game he should be okay. And I say this is still early game because nobody has items yet, not because it's 15 minutes. The amount of minutes has nothing to do with anything. It has to, everything has to do with minions. So 61 is currently the maximum anyone has. Oh yeah, that Tristana should be doing really well against Fiddlesticks, because she can prevent half the healing there, which is of course excellent. He will still do the damage, but at least you will be able to kill him pretty quickly. So yeah, it seems that we are coming in for a gank here. Getting the hit on both of them, but yeah, they know that they're here now, so they're not really going to stay here, are they? No, they're just going to get out and that old man. Why would you even do that? She throws out an ult, but it's not even going to follow up, not even attempt to follow up, because she did stun one of them and he was actually at low health, but she already ran far enough away to not be able to get in close enough to do some damage. So yeah, wasting your ultimate like that, not a good one. So I'm still wondering whether he gets an additional attack damage boost from melee, because melee champions normally should have an attack damage boost. And is he going to get out? Wow, no. That Varys' trigger on that, I don't know what it's called. The come on. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't matter. The little purple things. The damage on that, if he triggers those, if he triggers the full stack, so 3 stacks, that is really a big amount of damage. And we knew that, of course, but yeah, we can see it here how strong it is versus an opponent that has, well, decent amount of armor and magic resist, but not a whole lot. I don't know if it's magic resist. It should be magic resist, right? That affects it. It should be magic damage, I mean. It is Blight. That's what it is. Yeah, Varys is a really useful champion too. I really haven't seen him a whole lot, but I think he's a very useful champion. I think he's in this category with all kinds of other AD, ranged AD champions, and he's just, yeah, one of the many. I mean, all of the AD champions play exactly the same, and people are kind of tired of them. They don't want to buy another one and another one and another one. So this Jayce character might actually be very nice for that, because at least he's new. He's kind of a unique sort of champion. And yes, we are going to get out of here with the Tristana. And are we going to do anything? Yes, nicely done. Wow. So he is 6-1 currently, and that is pretty impressive, because he's up against his own champion. And in my opinion, well, they were behind in it, but in my opinion, Sejanni is a lot worse than this Varys was. And minion wise, how are we doing? So this is about 125, and this is about 80. So they lost that top lane completely. It's not even close. And is Tristana going to pick up this kill? No, not for now at least. She is going to run away, and they're going to let him just completely run out. And oh, come on. That might actually be a kill. Yep, there we go. Nicely done by Kartus. Sees that he has an opportunity to at least get him pretty close to dying, and then just grabs it. So let's see what other people are building. We currently have our Wit's End completed. Because with 7 kills, Yeah, you can take that. 0 assists, that's kind of cute. 0 assists. Yeah, Sunfire Cape here. Both of them have ninja tabbies. Okay, sure. Then Karma hasn't really completed anything yet. Is going for that Archangel Staff, which really isn't necessary on Karma. She doesn't use that much mana, and you should be able to manage pretty well without a huge mana boost. So going for something more defensive like Rod of Ages would probably be better. Anyhow, Tristana then, she finished her Infinity Edge, which is excellent, and she's going for the Zeal. So that's perfect. Karthus really hasn't had anything yet. He should of course have started with the Catalyst, because he's very squishy, as we will see here. He instantly dies. And is he going to catch this guy? No. He can be finished off by our I forgot your name again. Jayce? Yeah, by our Jayce. But Jayce is not going to manage to hit anyone there. He is just going to run out. So we are going for yeah, a big team fight here. And wow, that's an ace. So a lot of people must have died somewhere else on the map, because I didn't see them, but it might also be that they just died. Oh no, here's one, here's one. See, it's very useful to know where these guys died, man. It is useful to know that they're up, because if their things disappear, they just resurrect it. And come on, Tristana, you're going to have to carry most of this game with Jayce, of course. But Tristana, the only one at a decent minion count. Oh, Karthus also, but Karthus is 1 in 5, so that's why he has very low items. But yeah, he has 100 minions as well. That is impressive. The Jayce minions not so impressive, but they have been harassing each other so much in that top lane that yeah, they because he was basically in a 1 versus 2 lane, he didn't really have a chance to get anything done. Yeah, Sejuani just ran in every time, and yeah, that is not what you want to do. So he currently has the charge up, and oh no, Karthus, dude. Come on, go in. You should have gone in earlier. You should have had that 10% magic reduction. Yeah, then they would have picked up this kill. But yeah, now they're not so much going to pick up the kill, because he is going to die. There we go. Yeah, too many enemies here. Who cares about no misses? Dude, you should know by now that people are roaming all the time. So they did add a little bit of a glow to the name, so that I can at least see who's on which team, which is excellent. I just wish they would remove this entire black and white thing. It's so stupid. If you don't notice that you're dead, then you shouldn't play this game, probably. I mean, it says death recap, that should be enough. Or you should just pop up a screen like this, which says, yeah, you're dead. These are the people who dealt damage to you. This is the magic damage you took, the physical damage you took, and you can hit escape to get back to the main screen, or click the X in the top right. Like, there's no X over here, but if I do it like this, oh, there's also no X. Huh. Here there's an X. So they do have the X. It's just that they kind of want to do every screen separately, apparently. No uniformity. Even though, if you want to apply to a job, for a job at Riot Games, it says that you should understand the the typical League of Legends stuff. So like, if you want to be an art director or something like that, or some artist, then you need to understand the League of Legends art, because they want uniformity in that. And if you understand the game, you need to, or if you want to be a game programmer, you need to understand the game style and things like that. And that's just ridiculous if you then see that this screen has nothing to do with this screen. They don't even look alike. They have different borders. They have, this one has an X and has well, the champion info on top of it. It has these buttons, and it has all kinds of green and white. Where this one has a completely different style. That's first, so different letter type. Yeah, well, no, that's letter type. It has different colors. I mean, they could have made this green and white or something like that. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, there's no uniformity. And for a game that's been out for like 2.5 years, well, since the beta, I guess, they should have some uniformity by now. Oh, he actually caught one? Come on, come on. No, we're not going to catch him. There we go, we find the volley bear. And a bear that volleys cannot go up against the mighty hammer. I don't know why this skill shot gives you vision, by the way. Shouldn't give you vision, right? Not every skill shot gives you vision. Is Fiddle coming? Yeah. Yep. They spotted that correctly, and yeah, they immediately kill him. That's pretty cute. Noob team, yeah, of course, they're defending at half health at their turret with no mana. He jumps in the middle of 4 enemies, but his team are the noobs. Of course, dude, of course.
An enemy has been slain.
So I think that was Tristana ultimate which put him away. I first thought it might be the hammer blow thingy, the E, I think, the one with the knockback, but I don't think that's what it was. I think it was the ultimate from Tristana, and Volibear is still going to die. Why does Volibear have AP items? Freaking AP Volibear. Yeah, and there you see it. He's the one, Volibear is the one on the enemy team that needs to run in and pick someone off. That's why you build tanky on him. It has no other reason. It's not like it's better on him. It's just the way he plays in a team is that way. He needs to run in and just kill someone. I know, pick someone out. He doesn't need to kill him. That's the point. And then he goes 8, but he has 8 kills, but he has 7 deaths. And Volibear should have like 2 kills, and then a nice heal, but he's not going to live. But yeah, he should have 2 kills, and then I don't know, 14 assists and 2 deaths. So that would be a much better Volibear score, because at this point. He is not doing a whole lot. He is kind of trying to do the damage on his own instead of playing a team game. And a lot of people don't play a team game, especially in the lower ELOs, which I'm assuming this is because there is no jungler on either team. And yeah, we had a discussion last time. So tell me if you're the one that's sent in this game, or anyone else, I don't really care, whether you get all kinds, so kind of tell me how high of an, not ELO, but how high level you are, and whether you have junglers in your game all the time. So both teams have junglers all the time, and it doesn't count if you play the jungler. Because if you always play junglers, then obviously your team is always going to have a jungler. But anyhow, yeah, for example, I will give my example. I am a kind of medium level player, and about 10% of my games have only one jungler in them. My team most of the time has a jungler, because if the enemy team, or if my team doesn't have a jungler, I will go jungle. But yeah, as I said, about 10% of my games still has no jungler in it. And yeah, last time I stated something about not having junglers. People said, no, only the level 5 players, they have no junglers, man. Everyone else has 2 junglers every game. And then I see these kind of games, and I mean, it's not just this game. I get plenty of games where people play excellently, and still only one jungler is in the game. So I just want to know how common that is. So yeah, running into too many enemies here, that was unfortunate, but yeah, well, it happens. It seems that these guys are building some pretty tanky stuff. So yeah, this frozen mallet makes it a lot harder to kill him, and a frozen mallet on this guy as well. So yeah, that's a lot more tankiness than our Jayce has. And obviously, since I didn't see anything yet of him, I don't know what to play on him. Seems that he's pretty good when he has some tanky DPS items. So like the Wit's End and the Frozen Mallet, because those are normally good on melee champions, but can still do pretty well on ranged champions. But anyway, we're going to pick off another turret here, and yeah, Fiddlesticks dies. I don't know what he was doing there, but legendary Tristana now. Well, she already was legendary, I guess. Oh no. She may have just become legendary. Hang on. I don't know. I can't find any kills on her. I don't know. No, whatever. It doesn't matter. She has 15 kills, 2 deaths. That is excellent. The 14 kills, 4 deaths is also pretty excellent. The big difference between the two is, of course, the 175 versus the 50. And yeah, you need to learn to get those minions here. Now he's farming a lot of minions, and that is, of course, excellent. But you need to keep doing that all game long. And you need to hit that on the minions, because that would have been 2 minions at least. I don't know how much damage it actually does, but at least 2 minions. On the other side. And do they have a slow? Yeah, oh, Tristana has a slow, of course, on a rocket jump. Yeah, he jumped in a little bit too far there. A little bit too aggressive. And, oh, Karma. Karma, run! Karma, run! Get the movement speed boost! She's so dead. Okay, they're not going to focus her for some reason. And Volibear, oh, Volibear's actually going to die. And a very low, yeah, a very low Jayce. Getting another kill, wow, finally Sejanni doing something. But, yeah, she's 7 and 8 now all of a sudden. And Karma dies. Karma's 2 and 8, 22 assists though. That is pretty impressive. But that Archangel Staff, that annoys me so much. That should have been a Rylai's Crystal Scepter, or better yet, a Rod of Ages. Because that adds so much more to you. This is just a whole bunch of mana you're never going to be able to use, but no sustain. You don't have health, you don't have health regen, you don't have armor, magic resist. You need those things to stay alive. Come on. Yes, Fiddle dies before he can kill the Cartus. And we are currently at level 5, level 2, level 5, level 3. So it's currently in the top right instead of in the top left. And yeah, I'm still waiting for the dots on the bottom here. Every other MOBA has that. So I wonder when they are going to do it, so that I can actually see without looking at this, without actually having to scroll over it, which level it is. So you just have 4 empty balls in the beginning, and then every time you level one up, you get like a colored ball instead of the empty white line or something. That would be excellent, and that would allow me to see the, or no, it would allow you guys to see the skill without me having to remember to actually show you. Come on, jump on top of him. Someone. Yes, there we go. Nicely done. And an inhibitor goes down. Volibear comes in, but the Volibear is still the non-tanky Volibear, so he's not very scary. He has 2400 health, sure, but he has well, he has a decent amount of armor, but no magic resist, so he can still be nuked down pretty easily. Why did he get that armor, by the way? He has the boots, and that's about it. Yeah, he is the armored bear, of course, so maybe he just gets a whole lot of armor of his own. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't even matter. Because this Tristana is still going to own him, assuming that she did buy Last Whisper by now. No! Oh my god. Second Phantom Dancer, which is totally useless. Yeah, that should have been a lifesteal item. And then this one, or well, yeah, this one should be well, something defensive, or well, the Last Whisper, and then go for the defensive item. So a double kill for Tristana here, and she's going to run out like that. Why? Hang on. Oh, fuck! I didn't know there was someone still there. I thought he died already. But yeah, now I missed 2 kills in a row. Unfortunately, I cannot rewind it, because that's now not how this works. With spectator mode, obviously you can. Oh, just a hint for those of you having trouble with spectator mode: if you install a new version, or if you have your version now and you have trouble with it, just go to the LOL replay option screen, turn it off, so turn off the option and then turn it back on. And that might help. I don't know why, but it might. Anyway, this was a new resolution for those of you who didn't notice yet. But yeah, tell me whether you like this one better or the old one. I have done this several times before in the past, and normally I get the reaction, no, the old one's better. So just let me know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.